In Harlem that killed one police officer and left another in critical condition. The officers were responding to a domestic violence call, and ABC's Phil Lipoff joins us this morning from Harlem.
This morning, a community grieving after a deadly shooting in Harlem, leaving a police officer dead and another fighting for his life.
We're mourning and we're angry.
Officer Jason Rivera was 22 years old and had been on the force just 14 months when he was killed in the line of duty last night. Officers holding a procession overnight to honor Rivera and gathering around the hospital to hear news of their injured colleague.
We have 4 times this month rushed to the scene of NYPD officers shot by violent criminals in possession of deadly, illegal guns.
Police say the officers were responding to a domestic violence call of a mother and son fighting in a Harlem apartment when the son, without warning, shot at them from a back room. The 2 officers are the 3rd and 4th members of the NYPD to be shot in the line of duty just this week alone.
It is our city against the killers.
The incident reflects an alarming increase in gun violence, both state and nationwide. As of January 21st, more than 2,400 people in the U.S. have died from gun violence, 24% higher than last year. This increase also includes more children and more teenagers shot. And 17 police officers in the U.S. have been shot in the line of duty already this year.
In a moment, a young 22-year-old life was ended and another forever altered.
This was just not an attack on 3 brave officers. This was an attack on the city of New York.
Tonight, breaking news, a devastating loss for the NYPD. We have just learned a 22-year-old police officer has been shot and killed in the line of duty, and a second officer is fighting for his life right now. We have live team coverage. A look at that suspect who was shot by a 3rd officer on the scene. Police identifying the suspect as 47-year-old LaShawn McNeil, a convicted felon.
And this just in, a photo of the weapon police say was used in this deadly shooting. Investigators say it is an illegal gun.
The gunfire erupted around 6:15 this morning on 135th Street between Lenox Avenue and Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard.
Chopper 2 over Harlem Hospital, where those officers were rushed to tonight. And you can see a procession forming outside the hospital doors where the body of the fallen officer will be escorted out. The NYPD heartbroken and in mourning tonight.
The gunfire erupted in the apartment on 135th Street at around 6:30 in the evening.
Around 10 to 15 shots, like rapid fire, and I thought they were fireworks, and I'm like, nobody does fireworks in January.
Police were responding to a domestic disturbance between a mother and a son. The woman is a corrections officer, but when the 2 NYPD officers arrived, they walked into an ambush. Police say the gunman McNeil had an extensive criminal record.
It is our city against the killers.
People in the neighborhood say they're upset about what they're seeing in the streets.
I'm sad. I'm a big fan of NYPD. I know with the crazy year we had, Black Lives Matter, and everyone, talks down on the cops. But as a black man, military veteran, I love these guys and women and what they do, and I always see them out and I always say thank you. So it's just sad.
This was just not an attack on 3 brave officers. This was an attack on the city of New York.